Silence. All stand and remain standing until the conclusion of the reading of the proclamation. Ladies and gentlemen, the proclamation. All persons having any business before this honorable court now draw nigh. Give your attendance, and you shall be heard.
Please be seated. Thank you.
Admission of lawyers. Emily Francesca Ainsworth.
May it please the court, I move that my daughter, Emily Francesca Ainsworth, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Emily Francesca Ainsworth be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Mohammed Hassan Amir.
May it please this court, I move that Mohammed Hassan Amir be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Mohammed Hassan Amir be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Tom Sinjan Baker.
May it please the court, I move that my fiancé, Tom Sinjan Baker, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Tom Sinjan Baker be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Lisa Jane Barlow.
May it please the court, I move that Lisa Jane Barlow be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Lisa Jane Barlow be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Hugh Bernays McNeil Beath.
May it please the court, I move that my son, Hugh Bernays McNeil, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Hugh Bernays McNeil Baith be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Prudence Salel Birchall.
May it please the court, I move that Prudence Soleil Birchall be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Prudence Soleil Birchall be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Ming Jun Chow.
May it please the court, I move that Ming Jun Chow be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Ming Jun Chow be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Wissam Chami.
May it please the court, I move that Wissam Chami be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Wissam Chami be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jasper Yin Fung Choi.
May it please the court, I move that Jasper Yin Fung Choi be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Jasper Yin Fung Choi be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Alexander Silvano Chironi.
May it please the court, I move that Alexander Silvano Chironi be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Alexander Silvano Chironi be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Koda Lavaluka Danu Azamara.
May it please the court, I move that my dear friend Koda Lavaluka Danu Asmara be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Koda Lavaluka Danu Asamara be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Brooke Margaret Davey.
May it please the court, I move that Brooke Margaret Davey be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Brooke Margaret Davey be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Elena Georgia Delaveris.
May it please the court, I move that Eleanor Georgia de Laveris be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Eleanor Georgia de Laveris be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Isabel Christine Dibb.
May it please the court, I move that Isabel Christine Dibb be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Isabel Christine Dibb be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Runzi Feng.
May it please the court, I move that Runzi Feng be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Runzi Feng be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Isabel Julie Fox.
May it please the court, I move that my daughter Isabel Julie Fox be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Isabel Julie Fox be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Amelia Elizabeth Frey.
May it please the court, I move that Amelia Elizabeth Frey be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Amelia Elizabeth Frey be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Zachary Alexander Goldschmied.
May it please the court, I move that Zachary Alexander Goldschmied be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Zachary Alexander Goldschmied be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Maria de Los Angeles Gonzalez Valero.
May it please the court, I move that Maria de Los Angeles Gonzalez Valero be admitted as lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Maria de Los Angeles Gonzalez Valero be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Catherine Shaya Shristika Gupta.
May it please the court, I move that Catherine Shale Shikrista Gupta be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Catherine Shale Shriskrista Gupta be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Daniel Hugh.
May it please the court, I move that Daniel Hugh be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Daniel Hugh be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Mei Ting Jessica Ip.
May it please the court, I move that Mei Ting Jessica Ip be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Mei Ting Jessica Ip be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Renee Deirdre Kentwell.
May it please the court, I move that Renee Deirdre Kentwell be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Renee Deirdre Kentwell be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Emma Gwendolyn Cool.
May it please the court, I move that Emma Gwendolyn Cool be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Emma Gwendolyn Cool be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Lee Hyok Jolene Lowe.
May it please the court, I move that Lee Hyok Jolene Lowe be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Lee Hyok Jolene Lowe be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Dane William Law.
May it please the court, I move that Dane William Law be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Dane William Law be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Alec Henry Machin.
May it please the court, I move that my nephew, Alec Henry Matchin, be admitted as a lawyer to this honourable court.
Let Alec Henry Matchin be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Imogen Rose Marnie.
May it please the court, I move that Imogen Rose Marnie be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Imogen Rose Marnie be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Nabila Marika.
May it please the court, I move that Nabila Marika be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Nabila Marika be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Rachel Julie Massa.
May it please the court, I move that Rachel Julie Massa be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Rachel Julie Massa be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Petra Matic.
May it please the court, I move that Petra Matic be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Petra Matic be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Elizabeth Fiona Mackenzie.
May it please the court, I move that Elizabeth Fiona Mackenzie be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Elizabeth Fiona Mackenzie be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Monica Miller.
May it please the court, I move that Monica Meller be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Monica Meller be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Samantha Kimberly Milicevic.
May it please the court, I move that Samantha Kimberly Milishevsky be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Samantha Kimberly Milishevsky be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Shalini Muganatharaja.
May it please the court, I move that my sister-in-law Shalini Mukundaraja be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Shalini Muguntharaja be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Catherine Jom Atu Nguyen.
May it please the court, I move that Catherine Drom Ante Nguyen be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Catherine Jom Antu Nguyen be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Thien Kwok Si Wen.
May it please the court, I move that Tien Kwok Si Nguyen be admitted as the lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Tien Kwok Si Yen be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Kate Mari Nicol.
May it please the court, I move that Kate Mari Nicol be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Kate Murray Nichol be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Annabel Kate Oates.
May it please the court, I move that my daughter, Annabel Kate Oates, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Annabel Kate Oates be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Benjamin John Orman.
May it please the court, I move that Benjamin John Orman be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Benjamin John Orman be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jaiwen Pang.
May it please the court, I move that Juan Peng be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Juan Pang be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Dakshika Senuani Pereira.
May it please the court, I move that my sister-in-law, Dakshika Senuani Pereira, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Dakshika Senuani Pereira be admitted as a lawyer of this court. It will now be necessary for those... Sorry, we've got more. No, I do apologise.
Lena Alia Rahim.
May it please the court, I move that Lena Alia Rahim be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Lena Alia Rahim be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Herbert Saar.
May it please the court, I move that Herbert Saar be admitted as a lawyer to this honourable court.
Let Herbert Saar be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Nicola Ruth Speed.
May it please the court, I move that Nicola Ruth Speed be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Nicola Ruth Speed be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Natalia Stoltz.
May it please the court, I move that Natalia Stoltz be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Natalia Stoltz be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Chu Shu.
May it please the court, I move that Chu Shu be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Chu Shu be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Tariq Taha.
May it please the court, I move that Tariq Taha be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Tariq Taha be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Tao Fung Tai.
May it please the court, I move that Tao Fung Tai be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Tao Fung Tai be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Emily Bethwen Tessera.
May it please the court, I move that Emily Bethwin Tessera be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Emily Bethwin Tessera be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Maria Regina Ching Talenton Tino.
May it please the court, I move that my friend and colleague, Maria Regina Chin Tolentino, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Maria Regina Ching Tolentino be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jasmine Oceana Valentine.
May it please the court, I move that Jasmine Oceana Valentine be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Jasmine Oceana Valentine be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Tamsin Ann Varadsky.
May it please the court, I move that Tamsin Ann Varadsky be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Tamsin Ann Varadsky be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Hayley Jane Williams.
May it please the court, I move that Hayley Jane Williams be admitted as lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Hayley Jane Williams be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Fahim Zare.
May it please the court, I move that Fahim Zahrai be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Fahim Zahrai be admitted as a lawyer of this court. It will now be necessary for those whose admissions have just been moved, including those who nearly missed out, to swear an oath or to make an affirmation. Would you please, all newly admitted lawyers, stand as directed to do so by the officiating officer.
With the first row and second row, please stand. Emily Francesca Ainsworth, Mohammed Hassan Amir, Tom St. Baker, Lisa Jane Barlow, Hugh Bernays McNeil Beath, Prudence Salil Birchall, Ming Jun Chao, Wissam Chamey, Jasper Ying Fung Choi, Alexander Silvano Chironi, Koda Lavaluka Danuasamara, Brooke Margaret Davey, Elena Georgia Delaveras, Isabel Christine Dibb, Runzi Feng, Isabel Julie Fox. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state, according to the best of your knowledge, skill and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"?
I do.
Thank you. Please be seated. With the third and the fourth rows, please stand. Amelia Elizabeth Frey, Zachary Alexander Goldschmied, Maria de Los Angeles Gonzalez Valero, Catherine Shaya Shastika Gupta, Daniel Hugh, Mi Ting Jessica Ip, Renee Deirdre Cantwell, Emma Gwendolyn Cool, Lee Huok Jolene Lowe, Dane William Lowe, Alec Henry Marchin, Imogen Rose Marnie, Nabila Marika, Rachel Julie Masra, Petra Matek, Elizabeth Fiona Mackenzie, Monica Miller. Do you severally declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state, according to the best of your knowledge, skill and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"?
I do.
Please be seated. With the fifth row standing in front of me, please stand. Samantha Kimberly Milicevic, Shalini Mugunatharaja, Catherine Dom Antu Nguyen, Thien Kwok Si Nguyen, Kate Marie Nicol, Annabelle Kate Oates, Benjamin John Orman, Jaiwin Pang, Dakshrika Senyuani Herrera. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state, according to the best of your knowledge, skill and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"?
I do.
Thank you. Please be seated. Would rows 6 and 7 on my left please stand? Lena Alia Rahim, Herbert Saar, Nicola Ruth Speed, Natalia Stoltz, Shu Zhu, Tariq Taha, Tao Fung Tai, Emily Bethwen Tessira, Maria Regina Ching Tolentino, Jasmine Oceana Valentine, Tamsin Ann Bodaraski, Hayley Jane Williams, Fahim Zrika. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state, according to the best of your skill, knowledge and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"?
I do.
Thank you. Please be seated.
Now that the formal part of the proceedings is complete, on behalf of the Chief Justice and all of the judges of the court, I would like warmly to welcome you and your family and friends to the Supreme Court of New South Wales, including those who are here virtually by watching the ceremony online. I am Justice Ward, and I am the President of the Court of Appeal. I have the honour today to represent the Chief Justice at this very special ceremony. Present with me on the bench today, to my right, is Justice Walton, who is a judge sitting in the Common Law Division, and to my left is Justice Nixon, who is a judge sitting in the Equity Division of the court. Together, we constitute the court which has, in the exercise of its jurisdiction, admitted you to practice. And you might say, since we cover both the First Instance Divisions and the Court of Appeal, that we really cover the field today. I wish to begin by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which we meet today, the Gadigal of the Eora Nation, and I pay my respects to their elders past and present. I recognise the long-standing and enduring customs and traditions of Australia's First Nations peoples and their deep connection with country. I welcome any of our First Nations peoples present here today or watching the ceremony online. In May this year, the court to which you've just been admitted celebrated its 200th anniversary. It is, you might be surprised to learn, one of the oldest continuing common law courts in the world. That is something of which we, and I hope now you, are immensely proud. We had a tremendous celebration in this very courtroom. The ceremonial sitting was overflowing. Some very significant speeches were made, and a YouTube video of the ceremony is available on the court's website. I urge you all to watch it. You may particularly enjoy listening to the Sydney Symphony Orchestra's Indigenous didgeridoo player who performed during the ceremony. To all of the newly admitted lawyers, the shining stars of today's ceremony, it is a great pleasure to welcome each of you individually to the legal profession of this state. It is now over 40 years since I was admitted as a solicitor in this very same courtroom, and indeed in the last ceremony for the day, since I had a surname beginning with W. I well recall the solemnity of the occasion, the searching gaze of the then Chief Justice, Sir Lawrence Street, as each lawyer was admitted, and the excitement and pride of my parents who were here to witness the ceremony. The very first time that either of them had set foot in a court, let alone the Banco court. Little did I imagine, or could they have dreamt, that one day I would be presiding over just such a ceremony. So perhaps that particular honour lies in the future for one of today's cohort of lawyers. I have referred to my own admission ceremony, which is now, as I freely acknowledge, part of ancient history, for a number of reasons. First, because although much has changed in the legal profession over the years, the traditions and fundamental ethos of our profession have not. In being admitted as a lawyer today, you have joined a centuries-old profession with ancient origins. The custom of advocates swearing an admissions oath is one that dates back to the 12th century. You may well feel that our wigs and robes date back almost as far. The Supreme Court was established in 1823 and first admitted lawyers to practice in 1824. By 1830, the names of lawyers were entered onto rolls in this state, as yours will be after this ceremony. So you've now become part of this ongoing tradition almost 200 years, or over 200 years later. For some of you, more likely for your family and friends, that will be as long as it feels like you have been studying in order to reach today's milestone. The continuing traditions of our legal profession are important to acknowledge. At the heart of our system of law is the direct relationship between the court and lawyers as officers of the court. The oath or affirmation that you have made today, witnessed by your family and peers, is a serious one and deserves solemn regard. You must always remember that admission as a member of the legal profession is a privilege, not a right. Today, you assume ethical obligations over and above those which you owe and are demanded of you as members of the community. The legal profession is dedicated to upholding the rule of law, one of the most important pillars of a peaceful and democratic society. So the standards expected of you as legal professionals are correspondingly high. As lawyers, in whatever area you practice, you should be known for your honesty, your integrity, and your commitment to justice. You will owe onerous duties to your clients, but you must never forget that your paramount duty is to the court. Among the obligations that you acquire to the court are a duty of full disclosure of the relevant law, a duty of candour not to mislead the court or knowingly to permit your client to do so, a duty to refuse to permit the commencement or continuance of baseless proceedings, a duty to exercise care before making allegations of misconduct against any other person, a duty not to assist any form of improper conduct, and a duty to conduct cases before the court efficiently and expeditiously. Your duty to the court requires that you comply faithfully with your ethical obligations, no matter what pressures may be placed upon you, and no matter that they may conflict at times with your client's wishes or desires. It is in acknowledgement of this weighty responsibility that we observe today's unique formalities. But not everything in the legal profession has remained unchanged over the years. Some of those changes are the product of changes in our society. When I commenced practice as a solicitor, women did not occupy senior positions in the law. There were no female partners in the large commercial law firms. There was only a handful of female silks, and there were no female judges on this court. And women who appeared in court were not seen if they wore trousers. How has the world changed since then? Not only are women now seen at the highest levels in our profession, some are even admitted wearing power suits today. Some of those changes are the product of technological developments. When I first commenced practice as a solicitor, our firm had Wang computers that occupied almost a whole floor of the building. The latest innovation then was the telex machine, or perhaps the golf ball typewriter. Today you will work, no doubt, in offices where the computer capacity appears endless, but the space occupied by computers is conversely very small, and communication is almost instantaneous, with email not to mention Zoom. Flexible working arrangements are also de rigueur. Of course, with those changes comes increasing work pressures, particularly from clients who expect instantaneous delivery of legal services, and unforeseen dangers, such as the lawyer becoming stuck behind a kitten Zoom filter. The change that is the most important for the future of our profession is the increasing diversity of the profession, and you are visible proof of that diversity. You will each have taken a different, although in many cases similar, path to join the legal profession. You come from different homes, different backgrounds, and different cultures. Some of you, like I was, will be the first in your family to have studied law. Some of you will have had the good fortune to be able to debate legal propositions with other lawyers in your family. Some may have even been able to point out to siblings or parents the errors of their legal thinking. You will bring to the practice of law different experiences and perspectives. You will no doubt have different expectations and aspirations for your career. The legal profession and the administration of justice are enriched by that diversity, because diverse representation amongst solicitors, advocates, and judges ensures that all people who become involved in our justice system can, and feel that they can, be properly heard and engaged with by a system reflective of our broader community. The second reason that I referred to my own admission ceremony today is that it is a day for celebration, not just for you, but for your family and friends. You will all have worked extremely hard to reach today's milestone, perhaps through caffeine-fueled nights and obscure problem questions, almost certainly reading more cases than you can hope to remember. You are entitled to be proud of your achievements, and your family and friends are entitled to be proud of you. But no doubt many of your family and friends will feel they're almost equally qualified to be admitted here today, having shared the knowledge of the law that you have gained over the years. No doubt many have been on the receiving end of your finely honed skills of advocacy. Fascinating as the law is, many may well feel that they know more about snails in ginger beer bottles and the cannibalisation of shipwrecked cabin boys than it was ever necessary for them to know. I have no doubt that your family and friends will have played an important role in assisting you to reach today's milestone, whether in financial or emotional support, in providing a helpful sounding board, or in wielding a notional red pen. Today is the day when you can celebrate together all those achievements. You have entered now the real legal world of eggshell skulls and peppercorn rents. You may even meet the mysterious reasonable person, and you will have to apply the Constitution with an understanding that it consists of so much more than the vibe of the thing. You will be called upon as an advisor, a problem solver, a mediator, an advocate for the marginalised. You will learn the mysteries of time costing and the pressures of running a legal practice. As you go about your day-to-day lives and work, remember you are not merely dealing with the law in a vacuum. You are dealing with the law as it applies to people's lives. You must deliver your legal services competently and fearlessly, with courtesy and integrity. If you were under the impression that this was an end to your studies, it is my unpalatable duty today to tell you that you were wrong. As lawyers, there is always something new to learn, and there is never a risk that we suffer from a bibliophobia or a fear of lack of reading material. There is no doubt that law can be a stressful occupation. It is important to remember that notwithstanding that you are a diverse group, you now share a common membership of the legal profession. Clients, unsurprisingly, are often demanding. Work may not progress in the way you may have hoped. You may, and surely this will be rare, encounter difficulty persuading a judge of the wisdom of your arguments or the merits of your client's case. In those times, the support of your peers will be invaluable. Remember to make use of that support. So in that context, I propose now to call upon some young representatives of the New South Wales Bar Association and Law Society to say a few words to you of encouragement and support. Dr. Fowler, do you move?
May it please the court. My name is Catherine Fowler, and I've been practicing at the Sydney Bar for 3 years now, predominantly in human rights, public law, criminal law, and inquests. On behalf of the New South Wales Bar Association, I welcome you to the legal profession. The legal profession is an old profession based on precedent and the rule of law, but it's also a profession that grows and develops to adapt to new practices and technology, and importantly, to society's values as they change over time. For several decades now, the composition of lawyers and barristers in New South Wales has changed to better reflect the community. The bar today is a welcoming place for people of all genders and backgrounds. I find work as a barrister to be fulfilling in many ways. It appeals to my curiosity and my sense of justice, as well as a need for intellectual stimulation and an abiding interest in human stories. I consider it to be an immense privilege to help people frame their stories and present them to the court. I won't be the only barrister to tell you that I have a strong sense of this privilege, regardless of whether I'm working on a case that might be recognised as a big human rights case or a relatively minor sentencing matter at the local court. For the client, every case is important. The bar presents us with boundless avenues for professional service and personal reward. I've been invited to speak to you briefly about my own diverse experience of pathways to the bar. Very few of my colleagues would know that my name is the somewhat derogatory Arabic word for peasant, that my father was born in a beautiful village in the mountains of Lebanon, and that my grandmother, my suttu, was pulled out of school in kindergarten, denied an education so that she could help on the farm and prepare meals for her brothers, who were allowed to attend school. I doubt that she would have imagined that her public school-educated granddaughter from Greenacre would be off to law school at the age of 16, would go on to become Dr. Peasant, and would later stand before you in this strange horsehair wig. I'm pleased to note that I took the unknowingly revolutionary stance of wearing trousers today, though. Those of us who grew up living in and loving more than one culture bring a special perspective to the profession. I think many of us have imaginative, open minds because we grew up knowing that there is more than one way of being in the world. And that's just one form of diversity that I've chosen to speak about today. Every one of you brings your own experience and perspective, and the legal profession is the richer for it. If you're interested in coming to the bar, you can contact the New South Wales Bar Association or visit its website, and each year there is a Career at the Bar open day. If you choose to join us at the bar, in your first year of practice as a reader, you receive particular assistance from 2 barristers of at least 7 years seniority. They're known as your tutors, and they meet with you weekly, review your work, and teach you practical skills. But the support that you receive is not limited to that of those 2 barristers. The bar is renowned for its collegiality, especially in chambers. There are also opportunities to become involved in the work of the New South Wales Bar Association, which is the professional body that supports barristers. It has a range of committees, including a New Barristers Committee, which organises social and educational events for barristers within their first 5 years at the bar, and a Diversity and Equality Committee, of which I'm a member, which promotes one of the key strategic goals of the New South Wales Bar Association, to attract the best people to become barristers, regardless of their race, religion, gender, parental status, or sexual orientation. Whether as a barrister or as a lawyer, I encourage you to get involved in the Law Society or the Bar Association and to use your skills to assist your community. It's a rewarding experience to practice in connection with others in your profession. Once again, on behalf of the New South Wales Bar Association, I welcome you to the legal profession and I congratulate you on your admission to this honourable court. May it please the court.
Thank you, Dr. Fowler. Or should I say Dr. Peasant? Mr. Hack, do you move?
Yes, Your Honour. May it please the court. My name is Andrew George Hack, and not so long ago, I stood where you are standing here today. And what a day it is. You are here being admitted to the Supreme Court role as the final step in an end of a long and arduous journey. You should all feel immensely proud of what you have achieved thus far. When I embarked on my career as a solicitor, I had no real idea of what to expect. It was not always easy. Often it was overwhelming. But as I stand here today after 9 years of working as a solicitor, I can tell you I've learned a thing or two. One of the most important things I have learned is the importance of belonging to a profession. The legal profession is an increasingly large and diverse community, and one to which you now belong. The Law Society of New South Wales is the home of that community, with our 30,000 members flung far and wide across the state. We are bound by our shared duties, our commitment to continuous learning, our desire to connect, and our drive to give back to our communities and uphold the rule of law. As an early career lawyer, belonging to a strong network of peers is crucial. That is why I've been a part of the Law Society of New South Wales and, until recently, New South Wales Young Lawyers, which I was involved in for approximately 7 years. Here I have found friendship, inspiration, guidance, and support when I needed it most, as well as opportunities to advocate and join committees. By joining the Law Society and New South Wales Young Lawyers, you will gain access to professional support, conferences and events, a wide range of publications, professional development opportunities, mentoring, volunteer opportunities, and so much more. It is the role of the Law Society to ensure that you, as a newly minted solicitor, can thrive and succeed in your new profession. So again, congratulations to you all. Look us up or speak to your employer. We look forward to welcoming you to the Law Society community.
Thank you, Mr. Hack. Can I say that in my experience, the law is a wonderful profession. It is stimulating, challenging, satisfying, and populated by intellectual, committed, and dynamic people. Presiding over an appeal not so long ago, Senior Counsel made a somewhat surprising submission to me, to the effect that at some stage in every lawyer's career, that lawyer will say, I don't want to be a lawyer, I want to be a television producer. Well, can I say that submission was not terribly persuasive? Apart from the fact that I am camera shy, I've never regretted my decision to become a lawyer. I trust you will all be proud to be lawyers and that you will strive to perform your obligations so that you can remember and remain proud to be lawyers. You are also a very fortunate cohort. After this ceremony, when you move to the lobby of the court to sign the roll and receive your certificate of admission, you will be presented gratis with a copy of the court's recently published bicentenary history entitled Constant Guardian, Changing Times, A History of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, 1824 to 2024, as a memento of your admission in this bicentennial year. I do hope that you will take time to read and enjoy it. It has a wealth of fascinating information in it about the court of which you've just become a member. On behalf of all of the judges of the Supreme Court, and in particular those with me on the bench today, I once again offer my sincere congratulations to each of you as on your admission, and I welcome you to the legal profession. I trust you will have suitable celebrations with your family and friends at the conclusion of the ceremony. The court will now adjourn.
All stand. This honourable court is now adjourned.